In the Indian Coast Guard, Jawans have rescued a 20-member crew of two ships which had sunk 2 days back about 20 nautical miles off Oka coast due to rough weather in the Arabian Sea. The crew members were rescued by ICG Jawans and handed over to their family members yesterday. Now, this comes after a marathon operation that took about 25 hours. Abhishek has more details. Abhishek, what can you tell us? Abhishek, if you can hear me, what can you tell us about this rescue that has taken place? Well, we seem to be having some problems getting through to Abhishek, but just to recap for you, the news just coming in right now. The Indian Coast Guard Jawans have rescued 20 crew members of two ships which had sunk about 2 days back off the coast of Oka due to rough weather in the Arabian Sea. The crew members were rescued by ICG Jawans and handed over to their family members yesterday. In fact, this is believed to have been a marathon operation that took about 25 hours, wherein Jawans of the Coast Guard and its air wing rescued 20 persons who were crew members of the two ships which had sunk on June 25th. We also have a statement coming in from the Porbandar district administration close to the coast of Oka saying that the ships were returning from Dubai, but due to rough weather they had got stranded in the Arabian Sea, which is when they sank, and this entire incident took place. Also information that apart from the boats, Coast Guard had pressed choppers and aircraft into service for this massive rescue operation that took place off the coast of Oka. In fact, 20 crew members rescued in this operation carried out by the Indian Coast Guard Jawans. We're hoping to get Abhishek on the line to get us more details, but that's the news coming in right now. 20 crew members of two ships have been rescued by the Indian Coast Guard Jawans. And I believe we have Abhishek back with us on the phone. And Abhishek, what details can you share with us?
Well, Niharika, these two ships, basically cargo ships, each of 200 tons, had carried some items, essentially food stuff and some fruits, to Sharjah. And they were returning from there on Thursday when they were caught in bad weather and capsized. But then the time that was available, the Coast Guard teams from ships from Oka port as also Porbandar rushed to rescue because the distance was not much. It was just about 26 nautical miles from the coast of Oka in Gujarat. And when the Coast Guard ships and the crew reached there, they could manage to rescue all the crew members, about 8 on one ship, Sakina Hosseini, and 12 others on the other ship, Khwaja Al-Karam. Now, the crew could be rescued, but the ships capsized, and the Coast Guard could bring them to safety on the coast and hand over to the families. Right,
Abhishek, we're also getting reports that 3 dead bodies were found during that operation. Could you confirm that for us?
Yes, the 3 bodies have been found, and but it has not been confirmed as yet whether these 3 bodies were also part of the crew that were on those two ships. So the kind of the Coast Guard is still working on to find a connection between those 3 bodies and the crew, because that's still under investigation.
All right, Abhishek, thanks very much indeed for joining us with details of that very dramatic rescue that's taken place in the high seas.